KS 1075 presents Rosa's Risky Rotation.
I'm gonna start 3, 2, 1, and go. What up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Rosa's Risky Rotate. She doesn't have boobies, so you just shake your shoulders. No, just kidding. Okay, we are back with another episode with one of my best friends, but this is so fun for me. Elle Gibbs, Lauren Gibbs, Olympic silver medalist, bobsledder.
Me.
How are you?
Doing well, how are you?
Good. She let us see the medal. We'll whip it out in a second. Hold on. You said it's that heavy?
Yeah, I think it's 583 grams or something like that.
Girl, what is that?
I have no idea. I looked it up online and then I didn't do the conversion.
How many pounds? How much gains can you make?
I feel like it's at least a pound or two.
Well, congratulations, number
Thank
one. Good for you. But before we start, tell everybody how you actually got to the Olympics, because your story is mad different. Because we've been friends for how long now?
Since 2012, 13.
Right? And it was
like
you were wearing a suit in an office job, and then one week you're like, I think I'm going to try this. Next week is like, yo, I'm pretty good. Next week is like, hey, guys, I'm out this bitch. And I was like, so tell everybody how you...
That's pretty much it.
How did you find... Because most Olympians grew up and were like, I want to be an Olympian my whole life. Not you, girl.
Well, I mean, I did. I would have loved to have been an Olympian in other sports that I did, but I just wasn't good enough at them. So
Me neither, dude.
I had to go back to school, do the whole job thing. And, our friend Jill, we have a mutual friend, Jill Potter, who's a 2016
Shout out Jill.
Rugby Olympian, 2-time cancer survivor. She's
Shout
just
out,
kind of the biggest deal in the world. And she was like, how much do you back squat? And I was like, 375.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I feel like you were probably there.
Yeah.
And she was like, how much do you deadlift? And I was like, 425. And she was like, okay, can you sprint? And I was like, Jill, what's the deal? And she was like, I think you should bobsled. And I was like,
I didn't know it was Jill who brought it. I thought you saw it online like an ad.
No.
By the way, we met in CrossFit, CrossFit. We do CrossFit.
CrossFit, front range CrossFit.
Front range CrossFit.
Yeah.
Not anymore, but I mean, I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I have a life, unfortunately. Back in the day,
Adulting's rough.
Life was the best. We were in a group text for about, I want to say 3 years.
Yeah.
Me, you, and 3 other girls, and we would text each other every day like, hey,
what are you wearing?
Today?
What time are you going?
What time today? And we would meet up every day for 3 to 4 hours every night and just go in. And then we all got jobs. We all got injuries. We all had to grow up. And I was 17 at the time.
High school.
Yeah, you call me. Yeah. Okay. Great. So Jill told you about... Oh, Charlie said laugh away. We're going to be like this. But anyway, so Jill told you about it, and you just were like, fuck it?
Well, no, I didn't actually think I was going to make the team, but I was like, oh, there's a tryout at the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs, and I'd never been to an Olympic Training Center before. So I was like, that's cool. I'll go tour it. Maybe I'll run into Michael Phelps or something like that. And then that would be the end of it, and it'd be this cool story that I told the people at work on Monday. So I did the combine. They had you do a sprint, a jump, and a throw. And I scored well enough to be invited to another camp, and that was in Placid, New York. And so I was like, all right, I'll go for a free camp for a week.
And before, what was your job? I remember you were always on the phone every day.
I was an area sales manager, just, slinging alarm systems.
Oh, yeah. Every day you'd be on the phone. I'll be right back.
Yeah, exactly. And so I went to the training center in Lake Placid, went to the rookie camp, and was really bad. I was really, really, really bad at it. But we had a competition, and you know how competitive I am.
Yeah.
So I ended up winning the competition, and they invited me back for another camp. And then the next thing you know, I was standing at the top of a mountain with a helmet on, getting ready to take my first bobsled ride. And it was the longest minute of my life. But after that, I was kind of hooked and went off to Europe and did that first season and quit my job and sold all my stuff. And
is it stressful? Because I didn't know. But you didn't know you were on the team until 2 weeks before, right? Or a month, or something super close leading up.
They announced the team on January 13th, and the Olympics, the opening ceremonies was on February 8th. So yeah, it was rough.
You don't feel pressure, because you trained for 4 years. I get 4 years, right? Yeah, 4 years, and then it's just first off, you don't get paid like you used to get paid at your old job.
Right.
And then it's you don't know until that close. I would be salty as our tension's super high. We're competitive. So you're friends with somebody, but it's just bitch, I'm going to come at you.
I would equate it to the Hunger Games.
Oh, that's so stressful for 4 years.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I put everything I had into it, and I made a decision a long time ago that I was going to see this through, whether it ended in me not making the team, whether it ended in me making the team and not medaling, or ended up with a medal, that I was just going to give everything that I had to it, so that at the end of the day, there was no regret. And I put everything I had into it for 4 years, and I spent a crap ton of my money to do it.
Really?
Yeah, it's expensive. You gotta pay for everything. Once you're on the national team, they pay for a lot. They pay for your flights too from competition. But every year you have to make the team again. So you have to prove yourself. You don't make the team once and then you're like, oh, you're good, you're in. So training in the off season, coaching, facility use, stuff like that is a lot of things that people don't realize Olympians and Olympic hopefuls pay for on their own. How
many times along in your journey did you have doubt that you weren't? Because me as your friend, I like dead ass. Like when you're like, oh, I gotta try. Like in my mind, I had no doubt you were gonna make it. Like I was just like, these Trump ass bitches. Like my girl Elle Gibbs finna kill I didn't have doubt, but you being there, did you have doubt a lot?
All the
like,
time.
Oh, you didn't feel like, oh, I got this,
no.
like I'm good?
In fact, we had Christmas break right before the last half of the season. I didn't want to get back on the plane to Germany. I was like, this is not going to end well. I don't want to be here. Like, no, this isn't going to go well. Yeah. So I remember I got to Germany like 2 days early to get over jet lag because I don't handle things well when I'm sleepy.
Whack. Yeah.
So I just remember sitting in my room. I just burst into tears for no reason. I like couldn't figure it out. I wanted to go home. I wanted to call my mom. I didn't call my mom because I figured she'd freak out. But I was like, man, I just don't see it happening. Like, there's no way I've come to this spot and like I'm actually gonna do it. So it just shows you just gotta go for it.
Whoa, I don't know if I could for 4 years pressure like that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
No.
It's a lot.
I'm down for like a week or two, and then it's like all my money, and I'm telling all my homies like I'm going to the Olympics. Buy your tickets. KO bought her tickets.
Yeah.
And it's just like, whoa.
I know my parents spent like $7,000 on that trip to Korea.
Really?
Yes. And they're like, yeah, we spent like $7,000. I was like, yeah, no pressure. But it's the nice thing about bobsled. There is a lot of pressure, but I genuinely love the sport.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and do another 4 years. I'll be 37.
You want to do it again?
I'll be 37 in the next Olympics. So we'll see if I'm still fast enough. But there's nothing I enjoy more. I really like public speaking. So trying to get into that. And while I build that business up, I might as well continue to do what I love.
Yeah, you're not going back to sell no home security anytime soon. I can't picture you doing that.
There's nothing wrong with it though. It's I wouldn't be here if I hadn't had that job because I wouldn't have met Jill. So it's amazing how things that are tough and maybe aren't what's best for you at that time end up, leading you to the best things in your life.
I agree. Well, this is called Rosa's Risky Rotation. So we got a whole bunch of risky ass wheels. You don't want the wild card. I really got you good.
I'm
on
a bobsledder. I do want the wild card.
Okay, we're probably gonna do the wild card. So spin the wheel.
All right.
And I'll pick. Spin it. Good. Yeah, there you go. Lands on the wild card the first time. No, I'm just kidding. So, by the way, you know me. For the last, since you started traveling a lot in the last 2 years, every time I see you, it's just 700 questions. I'm like, so how do you sleep? Okay, so when do you get back? I love the behind the scenes. I was just telling the boys, if someone's on The Bachelor, okay, so when do you eat? Who handles you? So a lot of this is behind the scenes Olympic stuff.
Love it.
Which, oh my God! I can't believe it's a question. It's the first question. All things Olympics. Yes. Okay. I have oh my God. No, all things Olympics. All things. Okay. I have a whole bunch of questions speed round.
Okay.
Just questions about the village and just all kind. Oh, blessed.
The village.
# blessed. Okay. So many questions. Okay. I can't see. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. So how many people are in a room at the Olympics?
So we had a suite of 8 women.
God.
So 2 per room for...
Was it dirty?
No.
And were you all bobsledders?
So bobsledder, skeleton, and we had a massage therapist.
Okay, so there's 8 people, but all rooms are like that, or some have 2? How do you know?
I don't know how Team USA has 1 building, so that's how they separated their suites.
Oh.
So it was 2 to room for most of them, and then 2 people had singles. The skeleton athletes had singles.
Okay, and it wasn't if you were a gold medalist for 4 years in a row, you got your own suite?
No.
Whack.
Cool.
Judge the rooms, 1 to 10, how clean, how nice, compared to the hotel you're staying at.
I mean, the hotel I'm staying at is nice. Amazing. Shout out to Marriott. But, it was all brand new construction. So it was clean.
It was clean, but it was dormy?
It was basic, yeah. Very basic. Just one little dresser.
How big were the rooms? Oh my God, I'm so
probably
into
about
this.
half the size of this room. So this was a single room. From where we are here is a single, and then step out a bit.
How many bathrooms?
2 bathrooms
Fuck
for 8 women.
Skirt.
It was rough in the morning.
And did you guys? Because you guys all didn't compete until the last what was the last week?
Yeah, so we didn't compete until the 20th. Skeleton athletes competed the week before.
I was trying to figure out when you were going to be on, and I was just waiting for KO's are like one of our best friends to leave, because I was like, once KO gets on the plane, you're going to go. Yeah. That's when I was waiting, and I didn't want to tell you because she's so busy. But I was like, and I tried to look up the schedule, but bitch, that shit is on.
It's like confusing.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I'll find out. If not, I'll YouTube it. Okay, so I said, what's the late? Okay, so do countries hang out with each other? How often are you hanging out with people from like Asia or Russia or Canada?
I mean, every day at the track, it's the same group of international competitors that we compete with for 4 years. And then the dining hall, I think, is where we spend most of the time. And then there's like washing machines, laundry, there's a fitness area.
But like, are you hanging out with Russia's skiers?
No.
Why?
Because we're usually hanging out in our own building. They had, like, Team USA did it right. We had something called an athlete resource center. So it was the bottom of our building. We could watch other people compete. There was food.
Yeah.
There was, like, information on tickets and stuff like that. So, and it was cold. It was, like, -4 when we got there. Did you guys
have to buy your own tickets to all the events?
No. You could, but we could get free tickets to most of them.
Wait, so the layout is it's a village, right? Mm-hmm. It's like a college dorms or whatever. So every country had its own country?
No, it depends on how big the representation is. So we had 242 athletes, so we took up an entire building.
Huh.
And like it was split between 2 villages. So we were in the mountain village. All the figure skaters, hockey people, ice people are down in the coastal village. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys weren't just like zipping around, hanging out and stuff, drinking?
No drinking during competition.
Cool.
After competition.
Cool. Just kidding. Okay. Where do the coaches stay?
Some of them stayed in the building, and the other ones were at a hotel like 10 minutes away.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Was there a curfew?
No, not that I know of. But we do get drug tested, so we have to let the people know
just every
where we
answer
are.
you give me, I'm just so happy. Wait, what?
It's like college but cooler.
So no curfew.
Or high school.
No, like. Yeah. So how did you get places? There was a shuttle bus.
It is a bus.
Okay. Yeah. And could you bring people in?
You can, but you have to get guest passes. You get 4 guest passes, and it's like a process. So I didn't end up doing it because, like, the village is cool, but it was cold outside. So, like, walking around was not the business.
Okay. Did you meet the Korean cheerleaders?
The North Korean cheerleaders?
Yeah.
No.
Did you see it, girl?
I was at the speed skating arena. They were across from us. I definitely videoed them. They were lit. They were lit.
Okay. Did you have to wake up at a certain time?
Only on the days that we had official training.
Yeah.
That's it. And we had morning training and then evening competition.
And how far were you from the Olympics? Like
from our venue?
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes.
And were all the other venues near each other?
No. So ours was probably the closest. Cross country skiing was close too. And then like the coastal village, they were pretty close to their arenas. But like all the snowboard and stuff like that was like an hour away.
And did you guys practice? Yeah. Did you guys practice like leading up to?
Yeah, so we got a competition last year there, and then the pilots went back in October and got runs on the track, and then we got 8 runs leading up to the Olympics.
And were you there with all the other teams around the
world?
Oh, but you guys it's like just like figure skating when they're like, oh, you guys have been competing with them for the last 4 years.
We all know each other.
So y'all already established beefs and stuff. Okay, last one. Were you allowed to keep your phone? Well, you were, girl. You were on 10 on your selfie, Shaun White. Selfie, Lindsey Vonn. Selfie, whatever the girl from USA. So you were allowed to I thought you weren't allowed to have your phone.
Oh, yeah, you could. So technically we weren't supposed to post videos of live competition because NBC owns all the rights. But, you know.
Oh, and because you guys will see it earlier than we do.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when you guys watch it, do you guys see, like, how do I say it? Like, do you hear the newscaster say it? Like, you're watching it the way we're watching it?
So there's 2 feeds. So, like, you can watch it live, which obviously you don't hear the announcer, or you can watch it on the Olympic broadcasting system. So they had their own live feed.
Yeah.
And that was just, like, pure competition. So you don't hear anything the announcer say, which is kind of weird, but also really nice as an athlete because sometimes they say some mean stuff.
They say mean stuff, and it's like, because...
And it's wrong sometimes.
You guys were doing stuff on your end, and then I was seeing it, and I was like, oh my God, Gibbs has no idea that this is happening, right?
Yeah.
Because they build storylines.
Right.
So I'm like, she has no idea that this has been a storyline for 6 days.
I still don't know the storyline.
Yeah.
Because I haven't watched it.
There's nothing. There was the only cool part was the guy from the figure skating, one of the commentators. I don't know what he's like, but
Johnny Weir.
He was like super like dressed up. It
Extra.
was the best thing ever.
He's
he
extra.
was the best
I didn't
part.
get to meet Johnny. Or Les Dog. I was mad I didn't get to meet
that?
Les Dog.
Oh, the bald guy?
No, Les Dog is that comedian, Leslie Johnson.
Leslie
Jones.
She tweets. Oh, well, I bet you saw her tweet. She had the best tweets.
Yeah, she did.
And I watched a lot of the figure skating because that's all they put, and then the cross country skiing.
Yeah.
And then I watched you.
All good stuff.
Yeah, it was good. Okay, here we go. Wild card. Oh my God. Oh, you lucky man. Okay. Oh, this is a nice little fun, easy one we did. It's like, what's your diet like? And then what's your favorite cheat food?
Okay. So I count my macros I work with working against gravity.
Me too. What's your macros?
155 for protein, 52 for fat, and 225 for carbs.
I'm only getting like 125 carbs. Well, you're also, you're covering up today. Guys, Elle Gibbs got gains. I'm talking straight gains.
It's a little soft right now.
That's how we became best friends. Every day I just see gains.
All those striations.
And she has her muscle veins. Okay, so because we're going to put a before and after picture up right here. Before, boom. After, boom. So I knew you were always like ripped to me.
Yeah.
Ripped, big, whatever. Yeah. But then I saw you a year later and I was like, girl, you just then.
Well, I went from like 205 to 180 to 170.
So what's your diet like leading up, and then what's your favorite food, and then how strict
that's
is
the
the
nice
diet
thing
get?
about working against gravity in your macros. You can pretty much eat whatever you want as long as it fits within your macros.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's got to be within moderation. Like, I can't have pizza every day, though. At the Olympics, after we competed, I had pizza every day. So I love pizza. I love burgers. I love me some Taco
Red
Bell.
Robin, sponsor her ass. Red Robin Burgers. We're about to get a sponsorship deal by the end of this video. Okay, so what was your diet leading up? Because you switched it obviously when you were doing CrossFit to going to the Olympics.
So a lot of egg whites, a lot of chicken, broccoli. I do a lot of green smoothies because it's a great way to get protein powder in and not necessarily taste protein. I work with a great protein company now. It's called Earth Nutri.
Shout out Earth Nutri.
Stuff's great.
Serious inquiries only. Link in bio. 10% off. Use Elle Gibbs as the code.
Yeah, there might be a code. No, but their products are great. But yeah, so a lot of green smoothies because it's easy to get protein and vegetables in one. And I like to be efficient. And then a lot of chicken. And then I love oatmeal and I love pancakes.
How much cardio do you guys do?
Not a lot of cardio.
But is that whole minute cardio? Or
no,
just
it's like I like 5 seconds of like work, and then I just hang out in the back. Yeah.
You do like
exactly.
So you have to be able to accelerate.
Just like that. Yeah. It's basically a power clean, but into a sled. Yeah.
So you have to work on fast twitch muscles.
Explosive strength.
What do you have to train compared to what your partner has to train?
I have to train sprinting because I was not a sprinter. I was a volleyball player, so the power part is easy. And my partner Alana, she's very powerful as well, so for her, I think it's sprinting as well. And then I've raced with a number of different pilots. Jamie Gruel-Poser is one of my good friends. You shout out Jamie. You met Jamie.
Yeah, I met her at Topgolf.
She's the homie. And so she was more of a smaller athlete. She had to gain like 20 pounds. So her thing is strength, so she works on a lot of strength. But for me, it's speed development. And, I wasn't a runner, and running is really hard.
I bet. Do you guys train a lot? Like, do you guys lift a lot of weights?
Lots of lifting. Yeah, a lot of back squatting, bottom up squats, deadlifts, trap bar deadlifts.
And how often are you getting in the thing and going?
In the sled? We can only go. We can only take 2 runs a day, and usually it's like
why only
max,
2 runs?
Because it's like 5 Gs, 85 miles an hour. It's just a lot on your body. It's a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Even when you're training daily?
Yeah. Yeah, we do 2 runs a day max. So leading up to a competition, a pilot will get 6 runs. Brakeman will probably take 2 to 4 of those runs, and then 2 runs for the race, and then you're out.
I'm learning so much today. I'm learning so much.
Always growing, always changing.
Yeah, always growing. Always #New Year, New Me. We'll do the wild
I think we gotta do wild card because you gotta go to the next closest one.
Illusion. Wild card. Okay, so I'm gonna whip out my phone because I need the quotes. This was the most excited I was interested for.
Are there quotes I made? Ooh, yeah. Scary.
Yeah. Okay. So, you were recently in... Look how professional I am. You were... What? But nothing bad. I can never dog my friend. Okay, so you were... And you'd think I was a shitty friend if I didn't ask you about it. You'd be like, bitch, why are you trying to beat around the bush? Okay, you were in Times Magazine or whatever, Washington Post, Huffington Post, Cosmopolitan. Shout out that. That's lit. That's the best one.
I love a good Cosmo.
Me
expose.
too. Cosmos 10% off. USA Today, right? You were in all of these within literally dead ass a week of each other.
Yeah.
So you took a selfie with Ivanka Trump.
I did.
You did at the Olympics.
And Sarah Sanders Huckabee.
And you said in the comment, Sarah Sanders. And you said in the comment or like in the description, it's important to remember that we don't have to agree on everything to get along. Be civil to each other and enjoy each other's company. Hashtag it's for America. And you got a shit ton of flack.
Like when you say shit ton, you mean like 10,000 retweets and 20,000 like back and forth comments. People lost their minds.
So, and it was, I think, so wait, there's that.
And then I deleted it.
I deleted it by choice, and then it said, you said, right, you gave a post. Who do you give this quote to, by the way?
Just Twitter, they find that stuff.
Oh, because I was like, girl, why didn't you call me for a quote? Shady. You said I deleted it by choice, obviously. The photo, because I was tired of reading the hate being thrown back and forth. She said on Twitter, that's you. You said it. By the whether you hate me for posting or hate me for taking it down, you are the same. Hate from either side is hate.
Hashtag same.
Okay, so we're going to dissect this real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, what my thoughts, obviously, because everything's about me.
Fair.
My thoughts is, I thought, first off, if I'm meeting Ivanka Trump, lit, dude. It's Ivanka Trump. Like, it's Ivanka off
How
Apprentice.
often does someone get to meet someone that's, part of the first family?
Would I have let her touch my medal? No, but that's just me. Just because, like, I don't need that.
But I don't think you'd let anybody touch your medal.
You're right. I don't even. I'd be like, mama. No, but I just think it'd be bad juju. But listen, so actually, let's do your take first. So why did you do it? Then why did you delete it?
So my understanding of why Ivanka was there, we have a Green Beret on the USA bobsled team, the biggest stage. He takes time away from his family. He had flown his little girls in, and Ivanka heard about it, wanted to come watch the race, support, military family, meet the girls, and they wanted athletes to come sit with her because no one knows anything about bobsled. Like, it just looks like the same thing. So my teammate Alana and I, we agreed to go down there, and I don't think, I know most of our politics do not mesh, but at one point I was sitting there and we were having a conversation and we were all talking. We were talking about vacation, we were talking about kids, we were talking about all kinds of, talking about the Olympics, they were asking me questions about my life, how I got to where I was. And I realized at some point I stopped thinking about her politics, her dad's politics in general. It was just three people sitting there having a conversation. And I was like, what a nice moment this has become. It's, it's somebody that, one, I never thought I would meet, somebody I never would have cared to meet. There's like no offense to Ivanka, but there's a list of like very powerful women that I would have wanted to meet before her. But she was the person I got to meet, and it was a nice time. Now, I understand where people are coming from when people are angry about the post. Or maybe I don't, because I don't think you need to politicize everything. It wasn't a political statement. It was an opportunity to extend an olive branch to someone that maybe I would not do that in normal settings. Absolutely. It was an opportunity to represent my country the way I saw fit, which I thought was important. And then the problem wasn't because, like, Fox News reported that I was bullied into taking it down. You know me, no one bullies me into doing anything.
Fam, hell no, my girl Elle Gibbs.
It got to the point where my Twitter was overtaken by 20,000 people going in on each other.
So when did you realize that, oh, damn, this is out there? Like, you thought it was just another selfie, just like the Shaun White?
No,
or did you know?
I figured it was going to get picked up. But at that point, I had like 1,000 followers. So I'm like, how far could it really go? But it's amazing how quickly things can get retweeted. And I'm glad it got out there, because I think the message is important, because it was really interesting to see the group of people who supported me when I posted it and the people that were angry at me when I posted it. And then as soon as I deleted it, it flip-flopped. So like all these people are just back and forth pointing fingers at each other. At the end of the day, they're the same.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think we need to stop and look at ourselves and stop name calling, blaming. And I know that's the culture we've become. Our president does it on Twitter. Athletes and celebrities do it on Twitter all the time. And I think that we become numb to this, and we're not having civil discourse anymore. It's not possible to have civil discourse where you can disagree and do what you believe is right.
Not with social media anymore.
No. Or media. I get it. There is some fake news out there.
And especially, first off, Elle Gibbs just preached. I hope we have, listen, this is not We don't have a budget for this, but I know one of my dudes, we got the clapping. Clapping is happening right now. You know, like the if it's not, I bet you they're going to mess with me and do some crazy thing right now, like, Rosa, shut up. But I think also, well, from my perspective and you being my friend, I didn't know what was. I just saw all up on my Facebook and I was like, Elle Gibbs, what did she do? Hold up. So I looked at it and I was like, me knowing you, I was like, she didn't mean it in a malicious way. And first off, any publicity is publicity at the end of the day.
Stephen Colbert said my name.
Let's just keep it real, okay? Like, it just is what it is. Shout out DJ Khaled. Any publicity is publicity. Like, you talking about me, whatever. That's number one. Number two, I know you so well that I was like, okay, like, hold up. What is happening? And I think from you guys' end, that's why I asked you. I was like, do you guys watch it the way we watch it? Because you have done, there were stories being made. So, like, the figure skater.
Yeah, Adam Rippon.
Adam Rippon, right?
My homeboy.
He is so cute.
Oh, I love him.
So cute. He's actually fine as hell. But
no, he is.
He's fine. His jawline, almost as good as mine.
I tell him every time he speaks, I cry happy tears.
He is so, and he's just such like a, he just looks at you and he'll just get like, you should have seen his,
he sees your soul.
The interviews with the reporters, oh my gosh. But anyway, like, I don't think you guys saw on your end the stories that they were making.
Oh, I missed all of it.
Oh yeah, and it was, what's crazy is they, even halfway through the Olympics, they said, okay, when are we going to stop making about politics? Because Gus and Adam and all that were getting a lot of questions asked about the vice president. So it was a whole story. And I was like, Gibbs did not, I was like, they're not watching it the way we're watching it. You know what I mean? So I was like, she just did it.
But, you know, my inbox was flooded. Like, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
With I'm sure all your friends mostly love, right?
No, but you know what the funny thing is? 90% of it, like 90% of it that was directed at me, whether I tweeted it out or deleted it, was all love.
Yeah.
Which was the coolest part. And people are like, oh, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I hope it didn't ruin your Olympic experience. Hold up. First of all, I got this beautiful medal right here.
Show the medal.
Nothing's going to ruin my Olympic experience, but I appreciate your concern. But, you know, I think that it gave me the opportunity to respond to people with a very level head. They're like, how are you not taking it personally? I was like, because at the end of the day, there's only two people that I really care about what they think, and they're my mom and dad. And they support me 100% because they know me better than anybody. Now, if someone like you comes up to me and goes, you're a piece of shit, then I got to think twice about it because you know me pretty well.
Yeah.
But someone on Facebook that doesn't even you know, have the courtesy to have a profile picture or show their face, you want to talk trash at me.
You an egg, bitch. You an egg.
You can, but like, I'm not really going to take your comments seriously unless you can like really just stop and have a conversation. And there's just some people that came at me with anger. I responded with them at the level head, and they actually came back and apologized. So like, for me, that's moving in the right direction.
That's growth. That's
exactly.
what we call growth. Because I would have been like, my address is, pull up right now. No, just kidding. That's what I call maturity. But I guess me being a Muslim girl in America, do I really support Trump? Not really, but like, I like what you said, actually. It resonated. Yeah. Hate on both sides.
Right.
Even if I don't mess with Trump, I'm not going to say
I get
anything.
you. I'm an African-American female in America.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to talk bad about somebody I personally don't know, but like, do I think it's good, funny news? Yeah, I think it's hilarious. But other than that, like, do I like the guy? No, but like, would I take a selfie with Ivanka Trump if I met her? It'd depend on how many drinks I took. Let me just keep it real. It'd just depend on that. But I mean, whatever. I had to address it because you, my friend. I just wanted to know. But yeah, I think.
No, I appreciate it.
Nothing malicious. Nothing malicious. All right, the wheel is spun. Okay. Next question. Ooh. Okay. So, have you cheated like in the Olympics? Not in a relationship. I don't care. I know that answer. No, just wait. Have you cheated or like seen other people cheat? Whether it's like in regards to timing or taking substances or all that stuff. Like how? Tell me.
Have I cheated? No. I actually got drug tested 10 times this season.
Do you have to pee while they're watching you?
Yeah, they watch you pee.
Are you a shy peer? What's it called?
No,
I'm not either.
I get it going.
I'm not
it's
either.
It's pretty quick.
Yeah.
And I actually got tested the last night of the Olympics, so they've already tested those results.
They tested you 10 times within the Olympics?
No, they tested me within 10 times within the season. So the season started in September, technically.
Got it.
So from September to February, I got tested 10 times. And the last time was after the last heat of the Olympics. So no, I've personally never cheated. And I don't know anybody personally who cheated. I know there's been quite a bit that came out with the Olympic athletes of Russia.
Yeah.
One of them popped a dirty test. Yeah. I've never seen it happen. So I'm pretty ignorant to like how to even do it.
Yeah.
Mostly because it's not something
Girl,
that
I can shut. No, just kidding. So no cheating.
No cheating.
Okay, I guess. Not even like back in the day, whatever.
No, there's no point back in the day.
Whatchamacallit, I was gonna ask you that too, because like there's all this tension between America and Russia. Do the athletes look at each other weird, or you don't care?
No, I think at the end of the day, there is still a respect for.
But like, do you guys both like when you see the Russia guy, you're like, oh, or is it like we're sports I don't know. How is it like?
It's it's definitely interesting. Like you read all this stuff and then you meet the people and you're like, you seem like good, nice people.
Yeah.
And so
they're hot.
it's hard. Some of them are very good looking.
Super hot.
But so it's hard to like look at somebody that you compete with day in and day out, go to training with day in and day out, say hi day in and day out, share space with and think of them as people that would do that. And I think it's deeper than them just cheating. I think it's state sponsored. It has to do with the cultural difference between, Russia and America. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's, I still treat them with respect, obviously.
But there's no tension.
No, for me, there isn't.
Has there ever been a fight that broke out between two countries?
Oh, I'm sure.
Really?
It's usually the boys, though.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like whose chest is bigger?
Yeah, There's a lot of testosterone that goes into men's bobsled.
Really? I know. I saw
natural
Snapchat.
testosterone.
Do you still have it? Because if you do, we're gonna play it. If we don't play it right now, it's because we don't have it. The dude just sliced the whole pizza in his mouth.
Yeah, I have that.
Okay, then send it to me, and I'm gonna put it right here. He just was like.
Yeah, that's my friend Chris Mazur. He's a luge athlete.
Oh my God, he just like.
And then I tried to do 2 pieces because like he did 1 and 1 is silver. So I figured if I did 2 and did gold. Do you have a
picture of you?
I have a video. It's not cute though. Like he did a good job, but I almost choked on it.
Yeah, he just like downed it, and I was like, that's when I was like, I definitely want to ask this bitch about her diet because what's happening? Like he just downed. And what's the food like there? In the
cafeteria at the Olympics.
Is there McDonald's?
There was a McDonald's. It was free McDonald's in the coastal village.
And people really ate McDonald's.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of Olympic athletes are actually trying to gain weight, surprisingly.
But like, you can't eat a fucking McDouble and then go sprint.
I mean, Michael Phelps can. You know how many calories have full burns? Like,
when I'm hungry,
some people can.
I watch Michael Phelps eating.
That's fair.
Like
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Good dude.
But wait, so it wasn't healthy food?
There's always healthy options. There's all kinds of options. There's Korean food. Ooh. There was burgers. There was pizza. There was chicken. There was rice. There was
people whipping out their scales?
Yeah, I didn't because I've gotten pretty good at like figuring it out. Yeah,
guesstimating is what.
No, just like I know what a 4-ounce piece of chicken looks like now.
Yeah. So. So a lot of people are eating McDonald's. I've always wondered that.
It was delicious. Free McDonald's is always better than.
Who are like sponsored by McDonald's? I'm like, they don't eat that shit.
I mean, I'm sure that you don't eat all the time, right? Everything in moderation.
If I'm trying to be at the peak of my, we can argue all. If I'm at the peak of my performance, I'm not taking down a McDouble.
No,
but they are lit.
Some people.
What it's like to be a professional
Some people
athlete.
can. Yeah. I'm not one of those people, unfortunately.
Were you able to bring food over? Obviously not.
I had some beef jerky.
Laura's Lean. Shout out Laura. Was it Laura's Lean? Yeah. It better be. Laura's Lean beef jerky on the way to Korea. 10% off. Use code LGIBS. Serious inquiries only. Link in bio.
I do have a LinkedIn bio.
You should just hire me to be in the back like link in bio.
I'm down. LinkedIn bio.
LinkedIn bio. Serious
Lauren Gibbs, Oli, MBA.
Try the meat, fam. Comes 3 days package. Just kidding. It was good. I wish you were at the photo shoot. Shady girl. You shade monster. Will you pull up to Mexico and just wild out?
No.
Ooh. Okay. I love this question. I just love the gossip. Okay, so when you were at the Olympics, obviously you met all kinds of athletes. Shaun White, Lindsey Vonn, Gus, all of them. Who were your favorite athletes, and did you meet any that were bougie as hell? And I know you did. Don't try to give me the political answer. Gibbs, I know you did.
No, I mean, if they are bougie, they're not going to be bougie to their other Team USA teammates, or at least they weren't bougie.
Or like, how were they? You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's hard to be bougie to me because, like, when I walk in, I'm like loud
Not
and like
you, but other people. Like, did you see somebody being like, "Oh my god, like my makeup isn't touched up," or like, "Oh my god, someone's too close to me." Like, come on.
Well,
I mean, to name names.
I don't like now that I have a Olympic medal. Like, you know, for different events and stuff like that, you have to wear your Olympic gear.
Can I wear it now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, okay.
And it's amazing. Like people
put it on me, serenade me.
Night view, you mean?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Did it mess up my hair? Hold on. I'm just kidding. The first thing I'm like, take it off. Come on. Yeah, let me wear it for like 5. Oh my god.
Your neck's gonna be sore. I think it's hard. I think people don't realize about athletes is that we're pretty normal people, but like everybody thinks you're special. So everybody wants to touch you, ask you questions, take pictures of you.
Everyone thinks you're special?
No, Olympic athletes in general.
Hold on. What? What? No. In 4 years. I said I'll be there in 4 years. Yeah, I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to eat Laura's lean beef. Yep. Okay, thank you so much. God bless you. All right, bye. Sorry. They just keep calling. Like, it's crazy.
So, it can get overwhelming, and it can be hard to have your own space and your own time and just the ability to just kind of
Is it because everybody's like a king or queen in their own element?
Yeah.
Or is it because people have the idea of you being an Olympic athlete?
I think it's both.
Okay.
I think it's both, right? Like they're incredibly talented. They do incredible things. They do things that people could not imagine themselves doing. So I think it gets hyped, which is great. It's great to hype people, but sometimes I think it can be overwhelming. So I think when people think of athletes being bougie, I think they're just trying to get their own space. That makes sense.
Was there any fighting for spotlight? Or was everybody just got their spotlight when it was their time to compete?
I think it was kind of like the spotlight was predetermined. If you think about it.
Oh, like they knew. I'm telling it's storylines.
Yeah,
it's literally
like, Adam was going to be a big part of the Olympics because he's charismatic, he's gorgeous, he put on amazing performances, most importantly. Gus was going to be a big part of the Olympics because he's outspoken. It's his second time he's defending a medal. Yeah. So there's definitely storylines that were already put together. Like Alana, my teammate, was her third Olympics.
Yes.
Her third medal opportunity, woman of color, breaking barriers, driving 4-man sleds with the boys. So I think the stories are predetermined, but I think they have to be to get people excited to watch the Olympics.
Like Lindsey Vonn, was it's going to be her last time?
Yeah, Lindsey, sweetheart.
Yeah. Dude. For anybody who ever didn't think I was going to make it, I made it. Dude, I can't even focus on life. I made it, Mom and Dad. I did it. When I was a freshman in high school, I didn't make varsity, but girl,
look what they might as well call you Michael Jordan.
Look what I got. All right, bye, guys. See you. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, my God. It does hurt your neck, though.
Yeah, it's
heavy. It hurts
heavy.
your neck like a mother.
Like, it's heavy.
Well, okay, it was nice to see you. I'll see you in 4 years. Okay, here, wrap it up. Okay, bye. Gibbs, that is lit.
Yeah, it's cool.
As like a friend who has a medal. Wait, do you get one and she gets one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We don't
I
share
thought
it.
you share.
That would suck.
I deadass thought you share. And I was like,
No,
do you
we
ship
do
it
it.
once a month?
Yeah, no, like the whole women's U.S. hockey team each got a gold medal. Like, because they won gold. It's a lot of gold medals, right?
How much do you think that cost?
I think $300.
Does that make you more hungry for gold?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
When you look at it every time, I just know you're competitive. Like you look at, you're happy, you're accomplished, you feel good, but you're like, there's an itch in you that's like, fuck,
Absolutely.
I wish it was gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even when I look at you with that, I'm like, it's great, but bitch, you're going to get the gold.
Absolutely.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. I just like to spin. Sometimes I get over the spinning, but isn't this a fun way to ask questions?
Yeah.
Cut. Don't let it know it didn't go. I'm just kidding. Okay, next question. Ooh. I'm just kidding. Okay. Shag, marry, kill.
Wow, okay.
Yep. Welcome to the show. Okay. Bobsledders.
Okay.
Nick Cunningham.
Just talk to him.
Hakeem. Or Chris Kenny. Shag, marry, kill. Welcome to Rosa's Risky Rotation.
All right. I have to say kill Hakeem.
What? I was going to say, girl, shag him. He's like me, where I feel like he's Arab, something going on there. Yeah, pull up, fam. Hey, Hakeem, link in bio. DM me. No, just kidding.
I'd say,
girl,
I guess
this is the one that's going to catch you up out of all the questions?
I know, yeah. Well, it's like you're like talking about my brothers. You know what I mean?
It's a hypothetical situation. Come on.
I guess marry Chris Kenny.
Why?
Well, first of all, he's half Japanese and he speaks 2 languages, and I think our kids would be pretty.
I knew you were going to say something about your kids. I knew you were going to say how your kids would look.
And then I guess shag Nick Cunningham. That just got awkward. He has a girlfriend. Sorry, Sydney.
Look, she's so... Girl! That's the question that's going to knock you out. I love it.
Yeah.
You're really going to kill Hakeem. Okay, well, if she kills you, Hakeem, call me. I have a silver medal. It's really mine. Okay, so between you and your partner, Alana, okay, which one is the nice one and which one is the mean one?
I'm the mean one. She's the nice one.
Okay. And also, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is her I can't say the
Cleanliness?
word. Cleanliness? What's her smell? Because you guys are in the same thing all the time. And which one is down to like go out and turn up? So first one, smell, 1 to 10.
Like smells bad or good? Which
Like-
one's 1? Which one's 10?
Oh, okay. Wait. So 1 is good, 10 is bad.
1.
She smells good?
Yeah.
You guys don't get like nasty and sweaty in
I
there?
mean, we do, but she showers every day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one, cleanliness. What is it?
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness.
We're both clean, but we have a lot of stuff in very small quarters, so it can get very disorganized, but she's very clean.
And how close do you get? Because I knew. When did you know? If you find out basically a month before the Olympics you're going, when do you find out who your partner is? Because I thought
The
you had
same
your
night.
partner.
So January 13th, I found out who I was going to the Olympic with, and I was going to the Olympics.
And were you close with everybody?
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely closer, like, to
Because I thought you were
going to
be with the other girl.
Yeah, with Jamie.
Yeah, who I met at Topgolf. And
Yeah.
then when I saw this girl, I was like, oh my God, what?
So Jamie went with her 2014 Sochi partner, and I think the partnerships worked out really well. I think that, as athletes, Jamie and Asia complement each other really well, and I think as athletes, Alana and I we complement each other really well. So it's I think we're, for the most part, we're all friends, but it comes down to like what teams and partnerships are going to bring home medals.
Were you shocked when you found out you were going to be with her?
No, because with weight differentiation,
That's what I thought. I feel like
I could make weight with Alana, Asia couldn't. So that
you
wasn't
guys
an
weigh in
option.
together?
Yeah. After the first run, they weigh the sled first to make sure the sled's not too light, and then they put us in the sled to weigh us to make sure we're not over.
What's the weight capacity?
So 165 kilos is the minimum weight for the sled, so it's 365 pounds. And then
Total?
Yep.
You guys in it?
No, and then with us in it, it's 325
Wow, way
kilos.
to body shame women.
Exactly, right?
Wait. So wait. Okay, so the sled is 300 pounds. With you guys,
365,
360, and with you guys in it, it can be how much?
It can be 325 kilos. I don't know what that is. It's like.
So what do you guys want to weigh? What does a partnership want to weigh?
We can weigh we can average 80 kilos a piece. So what is that? 177 pounds with gear. And like anything you've eaten that day. So they weigh you after your first run.
And with the pilot and the driver, right? Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. The pilot and the brakeman, yeah.
Pilot and brakeman. Does she? I mean, she obviously does different stuff than you do because you have different things. But do you guys weigh around the same, or should she weigh less than you, or you should weigh more?
It doesn't really matter who weighs more and who weighs less. It's just about getting to the weight. So I generally weigh a little less than her, but I think at the Olympics I actually weighed more than her.
Okay. Oh, all things Olympic Training Center.
Okay.
Got some questions. I always ask you these questions every time I see you.
It's good stuff.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Do you have a curfew there?
No.
I don't know why I'm obsessed with
but
curfews.
Past a certain time, you do have to badge in and badge out.
And do they judge you if you're always coming in at 1 a.m.?
No, it's usually different people at the security desk.
She knows. Just kidding.
But also they know I'm grown.
Right? That's what you always tell me. That was the answer for everything when I asked you. You're like, girl, I'm grown. I'm like, but you're also, it's like a dorm room.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you leave Colorado Springs? Like, can you leave whenever you want?
Yes.
And do you guys get a parking spot?
Yes.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Just one or two?
I mean, I only borrowed one car, so I'm sure I could.
Yeah, you'd always, okay. So what happens if you're late to practice?
Bobsled practice?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
You've never seen no one's been late?
No.
Like you're not going to run. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Just for you.
Knock on silver.
Shits and giggles. Wait, you've never been, no one's ever been late?
I've never been late.
Sprints?
There have been people who have missed practice, and I don't know what happened to them.
You never seen them again?
No, I mean, they're still around, but I don't know what their repercussions.
Just kidding.
Bye.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And what happens if somebody gets in trouble? Like, what are things you can get in trouble for?
I don't know. It's like
is alcohol prohibited on the campus?
No. Well, yes. In the training center, yes, alcohol is prohibited.
You can bring alcohol in your dorm.
No, you cannot.
Oh, I'm so dumb. I don't even know what the word means. I'm like, so you can bring Henny in the dorm.
No. I think you can get kicked out of the training center.
So no alcohol, no weed, obviously none of that.
Right.
So what if you go off campus and drink and then come, like just have a fun
fine.
and come, you can come back.
Fine, yeah.
What happened? Is there like a noise complaint? You guys get noise complaints?
You can, but like I don't know how.
And you only
how
had
often
one
it happens.
roommate or what?
So in the Springs, I didn't have a roommate.
Nice.
I had my own room.
Did you have television?
Yeah.
Did you have DirecTV?
Internet.
I don't know why. Did you have DirecTV?
I think it's either DirecTV or Comcast.
And how often would you practice? Every day, right?
6 days a week.
And then what would you do on your free time? Oh yeah, I asked you what a good
Lay by
spot
the
was.
pool.
Oh, there's a pool?
Yeah.
Did you
in
get
the Springs? Yeah.
Did you get to What are some of like your favorite athletes that aren't bobsledders? Who I'm sure you got to train with and see.
The figure skaters.
Oh, really? They were up there?
Figure skaters are my favorite.
Who do you see the most of?
Who do I see the most
like that
of?
weren't bobsledders.
Max Aaron, figure skater.
I don't know who that is.
He is a heartthrob.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Google. Boom. Just kidding. Okay. And then how often were you there? Like weeks at a time, months at a time?
So last summer I was only there for probably a month and a half. The summer before that I was there for 3 months.
Huh. Oh, okay. Ooh. Oh, these kind of go together, which I'm crazy they didn't ask. Okay. So did you partake in any Olympic hookups? And how often do people go out? And how much alcohol was consumed?
No.
Liar, liar, pants on fire, hanging from a silver metal wire.
And then, what was the second question?
How often do people go out?
I don't know.
Because I saw when KO went there, she was out. It was
she
poppin'.
was in Seoul, too. She wasn't in Pyeongchang most of the time. She was in Seoul. And then, like, it depends. Like, so the luge athletes competed, like, day 1, day 2. So they were going out whenever they wanted. Skeleton, like, competed the next wave, and so it depends on when you compete, because if you compete throughout the entire games, you're not going to go out of time. Yeah.
So
then alcohol, I'm sure a crap ton.
Really?
Was consumed. Yeah.
But what did you do after? Or what was the first thing you did after you won your medal? Because your whole fam was there. It was popping.
So the next day you have a whole media tour, like media day.
Cool.
So you sit with BuzzFeed, you sit with NBC, you sit with everybody and answer a bunch of questions, do a bunch of interviews.
You were probably like.
Yeah, it was fun.
I know.
And then you have a medal ceremony where you actually get your medal because you didn't get the night of.
Oh, okay, last question for my girl Elle Gibbs. Did you see any of the Olympic condoms?
Yeah, so that's
like funny. Where were they?
It was in my Snapchat, but there are condoms. It was like an athlete resource center right outside the laundry room.
Okay.
So you could literally come in, like, get some hand sanitizer, get some condoms, do your laundry. But there were no Olympic rings printed on
colors,
them.
like Olympic colors?
No, it was just like a...
Oh, that's whack.
I know.
Did you take a bunch of souvenirs?
No, because there was no Olympic rings on them.
That's whack. Oh, I'm so disappointed.
I know. It's a buzzkill to end on.
It's okay. At least you didn't think Nelson Mandela was someone else. I'm just kidding. Okay, so any last thing? First off, thanks for coming, by the way.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Last parting words? Anything you want to say? What is your plan actually for the next 4 years? You're going to obviously train again, but like, what are you going to do now in the next at least couple months?
I think right now what I'm looking for is just opportunities to tell my story. I think it's an important one. At 30 years old, I never thought that I would eventually be an Olympic medalist.
Me neither.
And I think there's too many people that, right? I think there's too many people that stay in a line of work that they don't love, or they don't maximize. Like, you don't have to love every aspect of your job, but I think if you work hard and do well, you can find ways to enjoy aspects of it, because not every part of bobsled is
physical
fun.
Yeah.
Is fun.
Yeah.
So I love speaking. I was in sales for a long time, so I love talking about leadership and sales goals and such. And while I'm ramping up that business, hopefully find some cool companies that align with my goals and my vision to kind of promote that thought. Because I think women are coming up in the world. Obviously, it's a good time to be female and to share your voice. And and then hopefully go for gold in Beijing.
Yeah, girl. I'm commentating. I'm like, Elle Gibbs, come through one time.
That would be
We'd
amazing.
be so ratchet in the Olympics. Like, girl, come here. Look what
we
I
have
saw.
the Olympics, and then we have the Ratchet Olympics.
Yeah, and then it's just like me and you are just like with your
you
chain,
and
like,
Hoda.
That'd be like the intro, and then like when you win your medal, it's like toot that thing up, mommy. Just kidding. Anyway, thanks Gibbs for coming.
Thanks for having me.
I love you. I'll see you soon. Whenever you want to come by, pull up, and good job, everybody.
Deuces.